Hello guys, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm recording this video and hopefully going to edit and put it up in kind of the short time between my two church services today. It's our pastor's 14th anniversary at the church, so I stayed for lunch as well, so I only got back about 3 o'clock. I was there for at 10 this morning. I just got back at 3. I'm going back again at 5:30, so I've kind of got only a short time to kind of do this video, so I'll hopefully be able to get it up and it'll be edited and up and uploaded by the end of today. So yeah, just to say again, this is our third, no it's not our third, is it? No, it's our fourth top 5 video, sorry. So yeah, we're into February now guys, so we're well into this. It's our month anniversary probably then. So yeah, well it won't be our month anniversary yet, it's 4 weeks, yeah, so it's our 4th week. Okay then guys, hope you enjoyed the video. So we've you just heard the title sequence. We'll come on to what song that was and what music it was later on when we do music. But first of all, we're going to go to our books. So my book of the week this week, it was my book of the week last week as well. But the only reason it's my book of the week again this week is because I've actually started reading it. So it's this, which was I got from the Book People, Del Boy, He Who Dares Wins, or He Who Dares, sorry, my genuine autobiography. I'm only about a third of the way through so far. But it's really funny. It's given me a lot of kind of backstory to Del Boy's life that we don't always get in the series of Only Fools and Horses. It's just a really good book. Recommend it for anyone who's a fan of the series of Only Fools and Horses. If you haven't watched Only Fools and Horses, what's wrong with you? Why have you not watched it? Go away, watch it really, and then get this book because it's just funny. And whoever's actually written it, if it is John Sullivan's son, he's really got the voice of Del Boy really well. There's some great pictures in the middle as well. They come with the characters, 2 sets of pictures of the characters and some of the memorabilia and memorable scenes from the series. So yeah, it's just a really good book. My second book of the week then is, or my first honourable pick is this, which is Matilda by Roald Dahl. Fantastic book, one of my favourite Roald Dahl books ever. I just really love it. I love Matilda so much. Just funny. How this small girl, this 7-year-old or 8-year-old girl, manages to get one over on her parents and Miss Trunchbull and everything else. But what I wanted to talk about, as opposed to the book, was this. The book's really good, but I'm going to include audiobooks in this book category. And this week I've just started listening to the Matilda audiobook because I haven't actually listened to it all the way through. Now this here, what I've got, I'll show you I'll open it up in a minute actually. But in this book, this tin here, I've got 10 audiobooks from Roald Dahl. Now, a lot of you probably think, oh, audiobooks are a waste of time because they're really expensive and all it is someone reading the book to you. I can just read it myself. But this tin, I had a look yesterday to make sure the price was still the same. I got it about 2 years ago, and it was £20 on the Book People, and it's still £20 now. And the RRP price is £123.90. So you're getting £103.90 off the RRP price. And if I just open it up and have a look and show you what's inside, if you can see it. So you get this here, so there's 29 discs in it. So you've got the BFG, which is read by David Walliams, which is really good, I've listened to that. So you've got, is it 3 discs? No, 4 discs for that. Then we've got Charlie and Chocolate Factory, which is read by Douglas Hodge. Now Douglas Hodge was the original Willy Wonka in the musical of Charlie and Chocolate Factory. So we've got 3 discs, I think, as well. There's 3 discs for that. And then we've got Charlie and Great Glass Elevator, read by Douglas Hodge as well, and I think that's on 3 discs. Danny the Champion of the World, who read by Peter Serafinovich, which he's a comedian. That's on 4 discs, which is really good as well. I've listened to all of these. The Enormous Crocodile, read by Stephen Fry, that's 1 disc. Fantastic Mr. Fox, read by Chris O'Dowd, an Irish comedian, that's on 1 disc. We've got James the Giant Peach, read by Julian Warren Tutt, who's an actor, that's also on 3 discs. And then here we are, so this is the one I'm listening to at the moment, Matilda, which is read by Kate Winslet, who's a brilliant actress, and she's reading it really well. I've listened to the first 2 discs, so I think I've just got discs 3 and 4, yeah, I've got discs 3 and 4 to listen to yet. But yeah, there's that. The Twits by Richard Ayoade, read by Richard Ayoade, who was in the IT Crowd, that's really good, it's on 1 disc. And then we got The Witches, read by Miranda Richardson, who's another brilliant actress, which is actually on 5 discs, so it's the longest one, but that's because of her reading style. She's quite slow reading, which is actually quite good. So yeah, that's my Roald Dahl audiobook tin. So yeah, as I say, 20 quid on the book, people. Very good. And finally then, in my book category is this. Now, some of you might think this is really boring, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So this I got this morning. This is from Answers in Genesis, who came in to us to talk about well, Answers in Genesis, really, the creation and the fall of man, and trying to put straight the misconceptions that some of us might have based on the worldly views. So this is volume 1 of Answers book for teens, and it's just got some really good. I haven't looked for it properly yet, but there are just there's answers to questions that might come up in everyday life, and it's just like the first 12 chapters about, or the first 11 chapters in Genesis. So yeah, it's really good. I'm sure it'll be really good. Just thought I'd point that out to you guys in case anyone's interested in looking at what we believe as Christians. So yeah, there's that. On to then my films. So my first 2 films, so my film of the week this week is Ted 2. Now I really like the original. Ted, the first one was brilliant. The second one I was told it wasn't as good, but I actually really enjoyed it. We watched it last night, all 4 of us, and it was just a really funny film. I really like watching it. And then my first honourable mention is the film Chicago. Now Chicago, I've heard so much about over the years because I love musicals and everything, and I thought, well, why not give it a go? So I downloaded the film and I watched it, and I was really impressed. I thought it was a really good musical, especially Cell Block Tango. It's probably my favourite song from that musical so far. I just really love listening to it. It's just a really funny musical. And then my final film then is one I have got. So this here is another musical comedy, Pitch Perfect 2. Now the first one was brilliant. The second one isn't as good, but still hilarious in the same way that you can have a laugh with it, you can sing along. Yeah, I really like it. It's a brilliant film. On to my music then. Okay, so no, it's not music yet. It's games. Sorry about that. Actually, I haven't got any more music choices, so I didn't see what order they're in. Yeah, so it's games. So this first game then is another Wii game. It's Michael Jackson The Experience. So this has 26 of his greatest hits. So we've got songs like Billie Jean and Black or White and Earth Song and Thriller and Smooth Criminal and all the kind of iconic songs that you think of Michael Jackson. And it's just a really good game because it allows you to dance along to them, allows you to kind of pick up on some of his moves, and you get quite used to it. And it's a really good way of actually keeping fit. Because as you know, I've been keeping fit or trying to keep fit recently, and it's just a really good game. Me and Charlotte love it. It just keeps you active and keeps you quite out of breath, to be honest. So yeah, that's one of the games. My first honourable mention is this. Now this is a brain box game. Now we used to play this all the time in the library, brain box, in my school library at Shoreham Academy. And we really love it. But this one here is The Horrible Histories Vile Villains. So basically you get a card out of the box, so this one here, you look at it for 20 seconds, or it says 10 seconds, but me and Charlotte always do it for 20 because we don't think it's enough. You roll the dice, you ask a question from the back, and if they get the question right, they get the card. If not, you keep the card. So yeah, it's a game for, I think it's 2 to 6 players, possibly. Yeah, well I think it would be any number of players, but it's a really good game anyway. So that's Brain Box. And this final game is quite big, so over out. Now this here is my Family Fortunes board game. Now Family Fortunes was a brilliant game show. I loved watching it on TV all the time. Whenever it was on, I used to love watching it. And I just think it's a brilliant game to play. And we've played it in my youth group a couple of times. We always play it every Christmas because it's just funny. You end up having quite a laugh with it and getting quite annoyed when you think you've got something and you haven't actually got it on the card. But yeah, it's a really good game for family. I think that's 2 to 8 players, is it? Oh no, it says for 2 families or teams, so yeah, any number of players can play it. I think we've played with 6 people on each team before, and it just doesn't matter. Okay, now we're on to the music. So my first music pick then, my music pick of the week, you heard over the title sequence the song Sound of the Underground. Now it was of course, my music pick of the week is Girls Aloud. Now, I've been listening to Girls Aloud a lot recently, over the last couple of days since I've been off doing my work for college. But my album of the week actually is their one that they brought out, I think it was 2 years ago, and it's the Girls Aloud The Collection. So this is their full studio albums, all their B-sides on their singles, and also I think it's the Tangled Up tour live from the O2, which is their 2008 tour. So it's before they did the Promise one, which is, I can't remember what that album's called. It might actually be called The Promise, but I don't think it is. I can't remember what it's called. Out of Control, possibly. I don't know. Whatever. But it's before their last album they did, their last studio album. It's just a really good album. As I say, the song you heard was Sound of the Underground over the title sequence, which was their first ever single. I just really like them. I know people will say, oh, they're really cheesy and stuff, but I actually quite like them. I just think they're quite good. So yeah, that's Girls Aloud. My first honourable mention in music then is Gypsy. The live recording from the 2015 one with Imelda Staunton in it. Now, if you watched last week's video, you will know that I watched Gypsy live from the Savoy Theatre, and I just really love the recording of it. It's such a good musical now. I'm really into it. I love listening to the musical. The soundtrack is really good. So yeah, there's Gypsy. And finally then in my music, I'm surprised I haven't actually talked about it before, but it's Adele 25. So this album came out back in October now, and I fell in love with it the first moment I heard it. The first opening bars of Hello, I was in love again with Adele. It's just, I've been listening to it a bit again this week, and I've just remembered how much I loved it the first time I heard it. And you just kind of I really get really emotional, and I feel like I'm transported back to the first time I ever heard Adele, which was, I think, Make You Feel My Love, back in 2009 or 2008, whenever it came out. So yeah, it's music. Okay, so on to my final category then. My final category is television. Now, my television pick of the week is something that's been around for a few years, and I think since about 2003, 2004, and it's Mock the Week. Now, it's a topical panel show. A lot of you have probably seen it, and I tried my own version of it at my youth group on Friday night, and it went down really well. And it was just a really fun night. We came up with some of the kids came up with some fantastic suggestions, and it was just funny to listen to them talk about topical images, topical topics even from the news this week that a lot of them hadn't even known about, but they managed to kind of make suggestions about it. So yeah, it was just really good. Mock of the Week is just a funny program in general. And then finally, so on to my final honourable mentions. So my first honourable mention is this. Now it hasn't actually got, it's got it on the side here. So it's my friends. It's Friends. Now I borrowed the whole box set from my friend Ellie, but then we didn't watch it a lot, so I gave it back. I just kept season 2 and 3 for now, but I finished season 2 yesterday. I just think it's a brilliant program. Friends, it's just funny. I've never seen it before really, and before last year. I just think it's hilarious. It's one of the classic comedy programs, and I've never watched it, so I thought, I'm going to sit down and watch it, and I'm so impressed. It's brilliant. It's funny. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch a few episodes. It's always on Comedy Central. Just brilliant. It's funny. And then finally, this program here. Now, a lot of you probably won't have heard of this. It's a program called Ripper Street, which started on the BBC in 2012. They aired it for 2 seasons, for season 1 and 2, or series 1 and 2, and then the BBC cancelled it. And then it was picked up by Amazon. Now that is probably the best move that Amazon have made ever, in my opinion, with TV programmes, because it's just such a brilliant programme. It's a mystery, crime, drama, set in Victorian London, and series 3 I'm yet to get on DVD, but I've got 1 and 2. This is series 1, so I just thought I'd show you this. But this is the beginning of it. And it gets so much better, but series 1 itself is brilliant. But then you just think, how could it get any better? But it does. It gets so much better as you go along. And series 4 is currently airing on Amazon Prime, instant video. But I'm going to wait until I get a free trial. I'm going to get a free trial of Amazon Prime when it's all come out, when all series 4 is aired online. And then I can watch, me and my dad can watch series 4 together, and then we'll watch it again on the BBC when it comes out. I'm yet to buy series 3, as I say, because it's a bit expensive at the moment. They're trying to sell me 8 episodes for £17, and I'm a bit sceptical to buy that. So yeah, but yeah, that's Ripper Street. So hopefully you might watch an episode of Ripper Street and enjoy it. I think that's about it today, guys. It might be a slightly shorter video than the others. I should have apologised at the first thing, but it doesn't matter because it didn't actually happen. My throat has been a bit... I've had a sore throat all day, so it's a good job I managed to get through that video at all. So I just really hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you enjoy watching my other videos that are on my backlog. You know, if you go back onto my channel, if you click onto my channel, you can get onto my other videos. See last week's top 5 video, the week before that, the week before that. So this is our 4th video. We've also got our Gotham reviews which are going on. Now can I just say, guys, actually, if you're watching to the end of the video and you are interested in my Gotham videos, my Gotham review for Season 2, Episode 5 may not be up on Tuesday this week because I've got a university open evening at the University of Brighton, I think it is. So I may have to upload it on Wednesday, so I apologise in advance if it doesn't get put up to Wednesday. I might record it on Tuesday but not put it up to Wednesday, so I just apologise in advance. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, and I hope it's given you some ideas of what to do next week for entertainment. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.